Fit Fam? It's Coach D Mitch, and it is Coach's Corner. Today, I want to talk about pulling movements. There are certain things that I use often, certain devices that I use, pieces of equipment, things to help movement get better if you're having some difficulty with certain movements. Some things that I use with my clients and things like that. So I want to definitely bring some of those things to you. Again, everybody's going to be different in terms of what they'll need and what they might find useful. But here I want to share something with you today. And if you find that it's useful, you can go ahead and give it a shot and see if it helps you on your movement. So today, I want to talk about pulling movements, primarily upper body. We're going to talk about rows and lat pull downs, those things where you're using your back, you're recruiting your back muscles to do so. There are a couple schools of thought behind that. One is that, because it's on the back of the body, sometimes it gets neglected. Like some people don't train that area as often. But what I've also found that is that those areas are very difficult to feel and recruit. When you're doing like a chest press or a bicep curl or some stuff that's in the front of the body, you can get in front of a mirror and you can actually see those contractions as you're doing the movements. With something like your lats and rear delts, that becomes a little bit more difficult because you can't see. The biggest thing you want to do, especially when you're thinking about doing a row or lat pull down, is you really want to drive the movement with the elbow. And you want to, it's like you're going to elbow somebody behind you or push down, use your elbows to initiate the movement. That's going to help you use more of your back muscles and less of your biceps to just pull the movement through. And so sometimes that becomes difficult to do and to accomplish. And how you know is, again, you'll feel at the end of the workout where your forearms are really taxed. So I've had that quite a few times. Again, I've experienced that too. Especially if you're going to be lifting something heavy or carrying something heavy, you'll find that the limiting factor becomes your forearms and your grip. The trouble with that is that the back muscles are very large muscles, which means that they probably could have used some more. They had some more juice left to say. You could have pushed them a little bit further. They actually had a little bit more capacity for you to use, but you weren't able to get to it because the limiting factor was actually the forearms and the grip. So there's a particular piece of equipment that I like to use, and there are a lot of different variety of different products out there that have them. They're lifting straps, and there's some. Generally, what'll happen is it's something that'll go around your wrist, and it'll have some attachment that either a strap or something or a flap that kind of comes off of it, and it allows you to wrap that around the bar or whatever attachment you're going to be using. And it'll basically, what it'll do is it will allow for you not to hold on so tight with your hands in your grip. The cool thing about that is that it helps you to actually feel the movement a little bit better. So you actually get a chance to drive a little bit more with your elbows and kind of get some of that forearm and bicep action out of the movement so that you can actually tap into the lats and get those lats firing when you're doing those pulling movements. So again, as with assisted devices, it's not something that you want to always use forever. You don't want to just totally depend on that. At some point, you want to make sure that you're doing things that allow your grip strength to get stronger. So I don't use those all like throughout my whole workout, but I have found them to be a really, really good tool on pull days. So the kind that I use here are, I'll show you here, and you can use these. And what I really love about that is that these don't have they don't have that little strap that wraps all the way around the bar a couple times. It's just this little leather flap that's very easy to maneuver in and out of. You just basically loop that flap over and then cup your hand on top of it. And then you actually, I've seen personally a big difference on back day with utilizing these straps here. I think it's a really good thing to give it a shot if you find that you're on a back day and you're trying to do rows or some lat pull downs, and what you really feel is your forearms get really, really lit up. So if you try these, I think it'll help out. I've recommended it to a lot of clients. Again, you can find the product that works for you. These are the particular brands that I use. I've seen them used a lot by a lot of like the professional bodybuilders and things like that. So I think these are the ones that I use, and I really, really love them. I have tried the ones that wrap around, and they're not terrible if you have some of those. Some people really love those. But hey, you might want to try that out if you find that your limiting factor on your pull day is because of your grip strength and stuff like that. So hey, give it a shot, try it out. Again, everything is not for everybody. So if you find that this is an issue that you deal with, just wanted to kind of let you know some things that I use and that I recommend that people have found very helpful. So give it a shot. Let me know how it goes. Make sure you subscribe, tune in, connect with me on social media at D Mitchell Fit, and I'll see you next time on Coach's Corner. Now get out there and go to work.